Hey, it is Saturday, 1122, so November 22nd, and we got a lot of exciting news this week, especially at the end of the week. We already went over that video a couple of days ago, but since then, man, everything has exploded. Very cool, very cool. On the DSJ, we had the bonus reward and also the new bonus amount of $150 for the every 10-day dividend check that we got. So that I just put right back into here. So we're actually looking at the normal. Normally on this one we get about 8.8% a week, somewhere around there, with our regular trading. But with the added bonuses that I got for the level up bonus and for the 10-day bonus, came to about 15.77% earned this week on DSJ. So that really bumped it nice. So the next time I take 3,000 out in 20 days from now, it'll be a lot higher than I thought it would be, so that'll be cool. And then when I take it out, it should be about 10,000, about like it is now. So in 20 days, this should grow about 3,000, and I'll take it back out for my mortgage payment. So far, everything's doing really awesome in DSJ, and I haven't really talked about DSJ too much these days, but it is so far it's been pretty darn solid, even though with the steady increase in it of over 1% a day, you just have to wonder how long it's going to last. But I'll keep making my mortgage payment until it doesn't. And anyone out there that's joined me, thank you very much. But also make sure you withdraw your seed money after the 50 days. So when you're in at 50 days, the withdrawal penalty of 20% comes off, and so you don't get tagged on that. And then you can withdraw your whatever your original amount was, and then you'll just be playing with house money, all the profits, and that's the way to go. That's what I've been doing for a while now. So keep that up if you want to join me. It's in the description box below. Just register, and I'll get a tag from Elena that says that you joined, and once you did, I'll be able to send you a Telegram group link, and you can get on there and start grabbing your trading code that you just put right in. Pretty simple. All right, well, let's move on then to this, from this one to the wonderful Pambridge. No, I'm just kidding. It's PipLogic, but it's not Pambridge anymore. But as you can see, I'm still waiting for my pending withdrawal, and it's going on 3 weeks now. So that would have been so nice to have that in my other PipLogic account when what just happened. That would have been sweet. So in the other account, let's just look at what happened the last couple of days. I think the last I talked to you, the last time I talked to you, it was this nice little bump here that they did after the big loss of the Cloudflare debacle that made our accounts go down after that weird trade that they didn't get out in profit. The copy trades are done on the cloud, or was done on the cloud, not anymore. And that went down. So our positions held on, and it went down into the negative area, and they sold out, and we were down quite a bit. But this popped it back up the next day. He had a big trade for $223. And then the very next day, let's see, 11.19. Oh no, 11.20. They didn't. It was pretty volatile as far as the gold, so they didn't trade. But then the next day, that was Thursday, this surprised us, boy. Look at all this. That was in one morning. They did pop. Six. They did 7 trades, and all of them were right around $100. Look at that. 100. Oh, that was 69. But this totaled for me that day $763. So that all added up 73, and then adding that to it, brought it to $986 in those 2 trading days. And that was on, I think my account was at 640 or something like that. So anyway, I got way more than double. So if you start at 640 where it was before they started trading these 2 days, and I made 986 on those 2 days, that means it was 154% gains on those 2 days. So that definitely more than made up for what went down, how much it went down. So I had 105. In fact, let's look over at the, yeah. So I had 105 starting out the week, and it went down to $640, but then it banged up to $1,612. And so that was compared to the beginning of last week and this week, I got 60%. That was the gain for this week. So that's what I'll put on the tag there. But wow, 60.4. That's incredible how much they gained back. And what they did say, they said they weren't going to do it on first of all, the AI that they have, and then also they're going to do manual trading from now on, like they were doing on PAM, but now they have no limits, so they're going to see some big profits. Even if it's like 20%, I know they said 40% a month, 40 to 50%, or no, 40 to 60% they were saying. But yeah, if we get 60% per month, this was just 1 week, so that is crazy that we were able to get 60% profits on there for this week. Pretty impressed. So I cannot say anything bad about that. Once, I mean, they put their money where their mouth is, and they said we'll make this up. We'll claw out of this hole that Cloudflare caused for us, and they sure did. They focused, and they got some big returns for the last couple of days. So I was very impressed. In fact, I might even put more money into this. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking about. Maybe taking some out of DSJ and putting it in there. But anyway, that's our weekend review. I know some people have asked me about other things that I invest in. There's a couple other things. One that I might introduce you to next week, just to introduce you to the space that I think will be around for many years to come. One of those things where these projects come and go, and a lot of them say, hey, this is, generational wealth and all this stuff. And there is one that's been around probably the longest than any other DeFi project, and I'll introduce that to you next week. And it's been around like 3.5 years. Anyway, it's been almost 4 years, I think. And they do right by their people, and I'll show you. There's so many income streams that this thing has, but I'll explain all that next week. All right, I'll leave it at that. And boy, I'm excited to see what they're going to do this week in PipLogic. All right, if you want to join me in this one, instead of just watching my venture here, just email me. The email's in the description box below, and tell me that you want to join up, and I'll send you a video first of all, and then also a link to get started. Okay? All right, hope everyone's having a good weekend, and we'll talk to you next week. See ya.